Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mex Mundo kitchen. Today I'm going to share with you guys a recipe for gingerbread cookies. I'm making these really cute gingerbread boys, which are absolutely delicious. You guys are going to love the recipe, so let's get started. The ingredients you need to make your gingerbread cookies are 440 grams of all-purpose flour, the equivalent is 3.5 cups, 145 grams of butter, the equivalent is 2/3 of a cup, 150 grams of dark brown sugar, the equivalent is 3/4 of a cup, 160 milliliters of molasses, the equivalent is 2/3 of a cup, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of ground ginger, 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon, half a teaspoon of ground allspice, half a teaspoon of ground cloves, and 1 room temperature egg. Okay, so let's get started. First, in your mixer, you're going to use your globe attachment, and there we are going to put in the bowl our room temperature butter. You know, the butter is perfectly ready to use. If you put your finger on the butter and it just sinks in that it's really soft. So put your butter in there and whip it until it's nice and creamy and shiny and beautiful. Once that happens, you add your molasses, your vanilla extract, and your sugar. And you continue mixing until you have a nice creamy mixture that it looks more or less dissolved. Maybe not fully, but as much as possible. Once that happens, you're going to put the mixer up to high speed and you're going to add your egg. You're going to mix for about a minute or two, and then after that, we're going to lower the speed to as low as possible. And in the bowl where we had the flour, we're going to add the rest of our spices. So there we're going to add the cinnamon, the salt, the baking soda, the allspice, the ginger, and the cloves. We're just gonna give them a quick whisk there in with the flour, and then with a tablespoon, we're just gonna add it little by little into our bowl. That's why the low speed is very important. If you have high speed, it's just gonna blow all over your kitchen, so keep it in low speed and keep mixing until all the dry ingredients fully integrate with the butter mixture you have in there. Once you're done making your dough, which is going to be a bit heavy, you can take it out of the bowl, and we are going to chill it for at least 4 hours. This is super important. If you can manage to chill it overnight, that's even better, but if not, please leave it 4 hours. You're going to put your dough in plastic wrap. You can either separate it in 1, 2, or 3 portions, however you want. Just remember the chilling part is super important. Okay, our dough is done chilling. It's been in the fridge long enough, so now it's time to preheat the oven at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit. While it's preheating, what we're going to do is we're going to flour our surface, the counter, wherever you're going to work, and you're going to stretch your dough out to 3 millimeters or about 1/4 of an inch. You don't want them to be too thick or too thin. Just with the use of a rolling pin, stretch out your dough, and then you can start cutting out your cookies. So I'm using a giant gingerbread, or I have this Christmas tree mold. You can use whichever ones you want. Once you're done making your cookies, you can put them on a sheet lined with baking paper or one of these reusable sheets, and you're going to bake at the same temperature for 11 minutes. Let's say your oven doesn't heat evenly like a lot of ovens do. Mine tends to do that. What you can do is about halfway through the baking time, you can rotate your cookies like that if they don't burn on one side and the other side is uneven. So just rotate the sheet, and like that your cookies will bake evenly. Once the 11 minutes are done, what you're going to do is you take out your cookies from the oven and you're going to let them stay on the tray for about 5 minutes. If you try to transfer them to the cooling rack right away, they're just going to crumble apart. Cookies are still fragile. So just leave them on the tray for about 5 minutes, and then you can transfer them to the wire rack to get them ready to decorate once they're cooled down. Okay, so our cookies have been cooling down. I already got a head start to decorating a few. So here's one of my gingerbread boys. Quite handsome, I must say. And I also decorated some Christmas trees. All you have to do is melt some white chocolate or colored candy melts, and then with the help of a squeezy bottle or anything you want to use, even a brush, you can decorate your cookies, your trees, any shape you cut your cookies into, and it's really easy. You just add some M&Ms or, I don't know, anything sparkly and nice that you think will look nice on your cookies. It's very simple to decorate with the chocolate and the candy melts. I like using it and I like the taste. I'll show you quickly right here in the video how I do it, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Okay, so we are done decorating just these cookies that I wanted to show you just how super easy it is using the chocolate. I really love using chocolate for decorating. I tried to show you guys the most simple way to make this recipe, both the dough and the decorating, because lots of people don't like hard work, so I think this is super simple to make the way I'm showing you. It's really delicious, it's fast, it's entertaining, it's a nice family activity. So I hope you guys enjoy preparing these with your friends and family. I wish you all a very beautiful Christmas, and I'll see you guys in the next video.